Welcome back to Under One Roof, where we bridge culture, identity, and realness to the conversations here at home. Today, we're talking music, masculinity, and Caribbean upbringing, and how Black boys are shaped by sound, whether it's soca, gospel, or straight R&B begging. Tell me what you want. Joining me right now is someone I've known for a while now. He's a musician, he's an entrepreneur, and he is very much one of the most emotionally intelligent dudes that I know. Give it up for Lawford Campbell. Okay. So you said, what's good,
Good, bro.
Lawford?
What's good? Yeah.
Good, bro.
What's up, man? What's up?
I'm happy
What's
you're
up,
here, man.
Stephon? Yeah, man. I
Let-
appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
I
man,
appreciate
making your
this.
way here. I know it's the evening time after work, so I just appreciate you just pulling up to the
No
couch. It's your
problem.
first time to the crib too.
Yes,
It's a lot of
sir.
first times
Yes.
happening,
Yeah,
y'all.
yeah.
We
This is
got a lot of
beautiful.
guests that's the first
Yeah,
time here.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
how you
yeah.
feel? You feel comfortable?
Of course, man.
Okay, good.
You know, yeah.
Let's
yeah.
start easy then. Like, let's just how would you introduce yourself to folks that are listening?
Wow.
Who is Lawford?
Wow. The
Yeah.
first word came to mind is I'm a conceptualist.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm like just a river of ideas. And my journey in this life is to like make those ideas come to fruition.
Okay.
You know, learning that there is no limits and all the concepts that come like that are downloaded from the creator is what I have my output and what I need to do in this life. So that's it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get a little bit deeper into it, but that's who I am.
You made a lot of probably ladies and fellas feel like they just got a little wet.
What?
Just because of the way that you said that. Jesus Christ.
What?
I was like, oh, okay. I had to I didn't know the snap or
No, it's not.
that was beautiful.
I appreciate
because you
it.
just started from the foundation, which is great.
Yeah.
But now let us know that we know now what drives you.
Yeah.
But now drive that to what you do, because I know what you do.
yeah.
I know
yeah,
you
yeah.
play instruments like a motherfucker.
Man,
okay?
I appreciate that. I
So
appreciate
tell us
that.
about that. Like, you're a musician. You play
Yeah.
what instruments? Like, tell us.
Man,
what you do.
in all transparency, I grew up singing in the church of choir. Yeah, that's crazy.
No way.
Yeah. And then
No
yeah,
way.
yeah, I did
you
that.
You was a choir boy, just like me.
That's true.
Me and my bestie Shay was in this choir called "Be Blessed." And
Be Blessed.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay, so start with singing.
Yeah, started with singing. I think that was powerful, and then yeah, just going a little bit more transparent. Man, our first instrument was the recorder, and I know a lot of people know about that.
Huh.
But it helped me my music teacher. It helped me to teach about like tonality and just rhythm and just sound and things of that nature.
What's a recorder?
What's a recorder? It's like a recorder. It's like a pseudo flute. You've seen it before. Like little kids play, and you put your fingers, you blow through it, and it has little holes, and then your fingers cover the holes, and you're able to play just different notes. Yeah, so that's how.
Fire.
Yeah, so
that made me think of the little thing that they'll play like Zapp and Robert.
yeah, exactly
Is that
like
what it
that.
is?
No, it's not.
Oh,
it's
sorry,
close to that, but The recorder has different. Yeah, no, it's close to that, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean. A recorder, there'll be like a recorder
Got
in like
it.
C, the
Okay.
key of C, and then you just play it, and then so that's what my earliest memories of just playing instruments was, of course, singing, which is the vocal, instrument, and then going to like the recorder. My brother and I were used to harmonize playing the recorder, and that was like
Lawford.
that was ethereal to me. I was like,
You
whoa.
could sing if you know how to harmonize.
Nah.
Give us
Well,
something.
no.
You take
It's,
the high, no, I take the low.
no, chill. No,
'Cause
we're not gonna do
what
that
you-
right now.
what? Come on, what
No.
are you, a tenor?
The only
I'm a
listen.
baritone.
The only time you're gonna hear me sing is in the shower, and only the shower
Okay.
and the curtains and the
Okay.
shampoo hear me sing.
Okay.
So no one else is.
I mean, we not in a business, and there's a bathroom right in the back.
No, chill. I set you up for that.
You did. We in my
Bro.
crib, nigga.
Yo, that's my private time.
I got you. I got
get
you.
what
Your
I'm
private
saying?
time, your private space. We all sing in
Yeah.
the shower now. I know.
All of us do.
The acoustics.
Oh man, it changed everything.
You would think that you
Yeah,
sound like Mariah Carey in
amazing.
her good days, okay?
Of course. Yeah.
Okay, so Music is where it starts.
Yeah.
And then a vocal, actually, your vocals are where you
Yeah,
started, and
vocal,
then
and then
got you into instruments. What was the first
instruments.
instrument you started to
Well,
play?
it was the
It was
recorder.
the
The
recorder.
recorder,
Okay, what's the
yeah,
second
yeah,
one
yeah.
for the?
Yeah, so vocally was my voice, of course,
Yep.
but the recorder physically was the instrument, the
Okay.
first, and then I remember this guy at church, he was playing the saxophone. I was like, man, this dude could play, man. Like, I want to play the saxophone. And then my parents, I was telling my mom, like, I want to play the saxophone. And she was like, all right, well, you got to start going to school and like learning and theory and things of that nature. So
Yep.
in learning the recorder and building up my just repertoire and that's the understanding for music, I didn't actually start playing the saxophone until later on in life. But it was that's another story in itself. But
Yeah.
but the foundation was already set, and then I probably picked up the saxophone around like 12, 13.
Oh
Yeah,
shit! Do you
yeah.
know that every time I ask a musician, every musician I go to, I ask them a question. I say, if you were a instrument
Yeah.
in a life
Yeah.
of instruments,
Yeah.
what would you be?
And what they say?
And they would say the instrument they play, obviously, and then they'll ask me, and I say it will be a saxophone.
Really?
Because saxophone gives me main character energy.
Of course it does.
It's the ad lib on top of the song.
Of course.
What?
But I'll tell you this,
That's
know what I mean?
fire.
A lot of people are attracted to the saxophone because of how it relates to like the human voice. Right, to certain like the human voice, like a singing voice, right?
Oh my God,
with a lot,
ad-libbing is
yeah,
literally what I just said. That's crazy that you just said that.
Like, and then
Okay.
and also too, it relays a lot of emotion as well. Like with the high and the low notes, it's very emotional. But I don't know if you guys know this, and you guys can check me on this. But at one point, the saxophone was like demonized.
And used as a way.
Like
Is it because it was like sexualized?
But, yeah, no, demonized to the point where like,
What do you
why
mean?
is this instrument making this sound? Like people were, when it was introduced into like the world, it was kind of like, whoa, this is not a great instrument. This is a little bit more, it's out of the box, so.
Damn, and they considered that demon?
Like it was just not.
Oh, well, because it's the unknown.
It's the unknown.
It's the unknown, and everybody else
unknown.
who's unknown thinks things are ugly or
Right.
wrong. Okay, that makes sense.
And you can fact check him up, but I remember that's what I was taught, because like
Okay.
the saxophone was one of those instruments that people were like, at one point they didn't want to play it, but from there, of course, a lot of the musicians that I've looked up, of course, musicians that you've heard,
Okay,
you know what
like
I mean,
who?
from. Oh man, from
Boney James, one of them? James Boney James?
No, like
Oh.
like just saxophonists, like of course Coltrane.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Of course, you've heard a lot of when Coltrane was playing the sax, you could just hear his soul just come out of when he was playing.
I'm gonna have to hear him one day because I actually don't know who that is.
Of course you know.
What did he come out? I got introduced to saxophones as a young kid, and this is probably another reason why I say I would be a saxophone, because it was so I feel like it impersonated on me a little bit.
Yeah. Of course.
But it was from, I think his name is Boney James.
Yes.
That's
Which
the
is true.
artist,
Which is true.
My
Which is
dad
true.
put me on to him growing up,
Okay.
listening to his songs, and I just to this day. I still listen to his albums.
Oh, nice.
And stuff. So that's how I got introduced to like what saxophones make you feel like.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. But I have to get on to
Coltrane, of course,
okay.
man.
Okay, we'll have to play it for me. You know what I'm saying? You have to play that for me one of these days. Okay. And then when I went to your show,
Yes, sir.
you were playing the keys.
Yeah.
So when
the
how
transition
far
happened?
after
That's
that?
a great question. Man, I think it was like my late teens, like 18, 19. Yeah. I was like,
Got it.
saxophone is cool. I want to transition to being a pianist.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you lost touch of any other instruments after you've been playing for a long time? Does that happen?
Yeah, it does, because it's a practice.
It's not like riding a bike.
Nah.
I always considered it like riding a bike. Like if you just haven't picked it up in a long time, you're
gonna be rusty.
Okay, but you
know what I mean? But you're not gonna be like.
Okay,
yeah,
you can't show up on stage like I know how to play. It's been 10 years.
Nah. You can't do that.
Is that the same thing like the piano though, or is that just with the saxophone?
I think that's with every instrument.
Wow.
It's like really the instrument, like in any instrument, is a devout practice. Like it's just like, yo, this is gonna be my methodology of communicating to people non-verbally going forward. You know what I mean? So that's the expression after you. So once you stop practicing or once you stop like really taking time in that instrument,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you get rusty.
I
You
got you.
learn how to
Okay, okay,
communicate. Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's fire.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, so then paint the picture for us.
Yeah,
We just talked about kind of like how what's the instruments you started out growing
yeah,
up with, right?
yeah.
But what were the musical
Wow,
inspirations for you coming up,
wow,
especially growing up in a Caribbean
wow.
home? Because
Yeah,
Lawford, let's also
yeah,
tell
yeah,
folks
yeah.
you Jamaican,
Yeah,
man.
that's true. That's true. Don't do that again. Don't, don't do it. Don't do that again.
I just had to let it out real quick.
Oh my
I
gosh, you
did
sound
it
like a
just
tourist. Like I'm not even gonna speak Creole.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh,
no.
like nah, I'm not
But you
going.
can try, and then
No,
I'll
I'm
correct
not. No,
you.
I'm not. No, I'm not
Okay.
doing that. I'm not. This is your podcast. So I'm gonna let you.
We are
go.
Caribbean brothers.
You go up in flames. I
guys.
was gonna chill over here.
You gonna chill over here?
No, I'm
Oh
chilling.
my
I
God.
wouldn't let you do that. But
No.
yeah. Just to answer your question, what I mean, yeah, the Caribbean influence, of course, was way more strict, supposedly. You know what I mean? Well, this is what we know now,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
But I grew up in a very strict religion,
Mm.
and to a point where I was shielded from a lot of just modern music at a young age. Like I remember the first time I heard Casey and JoJo, I was in 5th grade, and I was in public school at the time. There were 3 brothers that came up into class and was starting singing All My Life. I was like, yo, what is this? And you understand, I grew up to this choir and hymns and just like carols. I was like, yo, what is Casey and JoJo? So I went back to my mom. I was like, yo, we gotta go to the record store and like buy Casey and JoJo.
Yeah. Is
And
this in Jamaica?
no, this is New
Oh,
York.
this
This
is
is
in New
New
York.
York. This is New York. Yeah, my bad.
Okay.
Yeah. This is New
Okay.
York.
I'm already
Yeah.
picturing it like record stores in Jamaica at that time. You know.
Nah. I grew up in New York. Yeah, so
You
no,
grew up
no.
in New York,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
were you born in Jamaica though?
No,
Okay,
no, my
Ju-
family's from
your
Jamaica.
family from okay, got it. So
So my
you're Jamaican
family.
American.
Yeah, I'm Jamaican
Just like I'm
American.
Haitian American. Yeah. So both of our
Yeah.
parents originated from their
Exactly.
mother from
Yeah,
their origin
yeah,
lands, and they
yeah.
came here and birthed us.
Yeah.
Okay,
Correct.
got it.
Yeah.
Got
So
it.
I'm
Got
like
it.
first generation
Yep.
American. Yeah.
Okay, so you going to the record store?
Yeah, going to the record store and what I mean, they see Foxy Brown. If people really don't know,
Oh my
Foxy Brown
gosh.
is the Doechii before Doechii.
I've never heard that shit like that before,
That's
but that
true.
hit Lawford.
Yeah, that's
He know what he doing. That's a music head right
yeah,
there.
nah, Fox. So
Really good way to put that.
yeah,
Really
the
good way to
little
put
Kim
that.
before Doechii.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
my mom saw Foxy Brown on the wall, and she's like, "Nah, we gotta get out of here, bro." Because of course, you know how Foxy Brown looking in the records.
That's right.
I
Especially
was
on the
fifth
front
grade.
covers and stuff like that. Foxy was Foxy. Okay.
Sheesh. But for me, it was great. But you know what I mean? But
Okay, what was it? Did you say 5? I'm sorry.
no,
That
5th grade.
was 5th grade. Sorry, there's a big difference between 5th and 5th grade now. I was like, what the hell were you exposed to in 5th grade?
Bro.
Kind of goddamn
Sheesh.
pornos and magazines was you getting into?
You are wild.
Okay, no, you're
Okay.
5th grade getting introduced to
5th
that.
grade.
So, and that was your introduction to be like, oh shit, that's hot. But you were literally yanked out of there.
Yanked out of it. But we got the record. We got the Casey and JoJo record.
Okay, end up getting the
But
Casey and JoJo record.
So
Good
that's
on
like kind of my introduction into, as they call, secular music, And so, what I mean, I hate to use the word, but they say I grew up in a sheltered, upbringing. Like,
same.
yeah. So,
Same.
but I'm grateful for the upbringing too, because singing a lot of hymns and choral music, it helps to build on a tonality. It helps you to understand what 3-part harmony is. It helps you to understand to sing with a group of people. So it was a great development.
That's so fire.
Yeah.
So then, if it was so strict, what music was being played in your household?
Man, good question. So because I'm Jamaican, what I mean, of course, Bob Marley.
Okay.
And the Wailers, of course, what I mean,
Yes, the
Peter
Wailers, yeah.
Tosh, all that stuff. Like I knew those upbringings. I knew of the background of reggae because my parents are Jamaican. Of course, we'd travel back to Jamaica pretty frequently.
Nice,
So
nice.
of course I was like engulfed in that. But in the household, honestly, man, it was a lot of Christian music.
Yeah.
A lot of hymns, what I mean? It was on the radio all the time. I would hear it, of course, other type of music because I lived in New York City, right? But my household, even to this day,
Will be.
it's still Christian
Yes,
music. I
yes.
would, so yeah.
Did that play a lot into your own religious beliefs and stuff?
Man, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that brief. You know what I mean?
Of course.
It helped me to see the world in two different aspects.
Mm.
In certain aspects of religion is powerful. Is a great way to help people to understand the aspect of God and the Creator and things of that nature. But also can be very isolating, and also isolating. Because what it does is like it just is a mentality of separation. You're better than this. You're better than that. This
Right.
religion, this denomination is better than this. You already know what
It
it
even
is.
goes into denomination,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
you're
yeah,
totally right. Because I
yeah,
was going, you know how I do here, like the whole, your sexual identity and
yeah,
stuff like that,
yeah,
right? Like
yeah.
that played a huge part
Sheesh.
in the reasons why a lot of queer individuals do
Yeah,
not fuck with church. And
of
they might
course.
fuck with religion in a way,
Yeah,
but church
not yeah.
specifically is something that you don't see a lot of us in spaces like that anymore because it felt like we were driven out. Very much so. So I can completely
Yeah,
understand.
yeah. And I think, what I mean, what's powerful about what you're doing, bro, is just helping people to understand the aspect of that. We were brought up in a society where we were just divided, right? And we
Mm.
had to find our identity outside of that. And that's what I had to do. Very similar to you. I had to find my identity outside of my upbringing, you know?
Mm.
And once you find that your identity outside of that, there's a lot of freedom in it,
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
Wow. Did you the things, and I love that you said this because this is a two-part
Yeah.
question. Did you clash a lot with your parents because of that?
Yeah, to a certain extent, what I mean, as I got into like my 18, 19, 20,
Okay.
I was reading a lot at the time too, and I just saw I just in all fullness I saw people saying what they're saying,
Mm.
but their actions weren't really replicated to what their words were.
Right, Lawford.
Yeah,
Right.
and I was like, yo, this, what I mean, we talk about hypocrisy in church. That's like the biggest thing that you talk about.
Man.
But
There's nothing but heathens in the church, okay? They call them heathens, hypocrites, all that. They're the
yeah,
main ones
yeah, yeah.
stirring up that oil in the water. What the
But
hell?
but I'll say this, man. Like what's important is of course grace, right?
Whew.
Like I think grace is important for every individual. But what we have to understand is like grace has to be an equal level playing field for
Yeah. Yeah.
every person.
In order to
Yeah, to bring the
bring
community
them
together and bring
together.
humanity together.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
separation
Yep.
is saying somebody's higher than somebody else, somebody's better than somebody else, somebody has way more wisdom. Nah, man, like
Yeah.
there's a lot of information out there. We have to continue to learn, strive to learn more,
Mm.
and continue to educate ourselves. And when we get to a point where we're so gun hold on one information and we don't want to learn more about
More,
it,
yeah.
then I tell my mom this or even people this, then you're embracing this aspect that you're dying because you feel like this is it. No, there's so
Mm.
much more vast information that we
Yeah.
don't know about.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's really it.
That I mean, and I think that when you really dig down into it, there is so much more work for us on the other side to
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
When sometimes it's unfair to even feel like that is on us to do it.
Right.
Like we have to be the ones to be like, oh, it's okay.
Hmm.
Like, oh no, okay, we forgive you so quickly
Right.
and stuff like that,
Right.
right? But
Right.
then when it's on the opposite foot, when the shoe's on the other foot, it's different.
It's
So,
so true.
I mean, I call us like we're literally lights in a way, especially those that know how to navigate it in a more positive way than
Yeah.
not. Because there's
Yeah.
some people who just struggle with it
True.
and cause the fire a little more.
True.
But I stand with them because I get it. We fight in different ways. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X type
Right.
shit.
Right. 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 Right.
But and one thing you just touched on, which you already answered my next question. I was gonna ask you like how like what are things that you unlearned that you were taught, and it just sounds like grace right there. But I think you've always had grace though, right? Would you say grace is that one thing that
Man,
you?
what I mean? I think, yeah, I'm glad you segue to that. My journey right now is unlearning, constantly
Oh,
unlearning, and,
still to the
and
yes,
to this day, and
yeah, bro,
relearning certain things too. So,
yeah.
what I mean, I think the biggest thing, and I'm continuing to unlearn, is just have to eradicate this mentality of just judgment, just judgment based on like just the first perception or the first look or the first interaction. Like that judgment is it convolutes a lot of the way we relate to each other in humanity. right? And I think what I grew up in was this mentality and in full honesty of judging somebody else based on how they
How
look,
they look.
how they
Mm,
operate, what their
mm,
sexuality is, what day they
mm,
go to church on, what type of God
mm.
they serve.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow. And
How
I'm,
life is as for human beings, you know?
yeah.
And when it got to that point, I felt in my spirit, I felt like, yo, I am this person. I'm this great individual. I have to tell the
Mm,
world about
mm,
what this
mm,
should be like.
mm.
But not to seek to understand, but always trying to be understood by others. And I feel like that was tough when I really understood the concept. Like I have to first understand somebody first
Mm.
before I want to be understood. It
Mm-hmm.
made my relationships a little bit more deeper. But when I was trying to like try make people understand my point of view, it just got to a point where people were just pushing me away. Like, yo, Lawford is not a person we can really get deep with. He's just he's a cat that's just gonna tell you what it is and just walk away. Yeah.
Lawford, that's okay. But is that what you were?
Yeah, no, hands
And so
down,
and
and
so
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah. To
and
answer your question, yeah, that's
yeah,
what I was, and
yeah,
I think that's
yeah.
the constant thing to just not to make it broad, but like that's the process of me unlearning.
Yes. And
Yeah,
especially being a man.
yeah,
Because our testosterone and our pride will murder us.
true,
Okay?
true,
Handicap us in ways that will never let us grow.
true,
You know
true,
what I'm
true,
saying? And
true, true.
so and being someone that was predominantly raised around women,
Yeah,
I was so fortunate to learn that without even having to learn
right,
it.
right, right,
It
right,
just was like
right, right, right,
natural,
right, right,
you
right,
know.
right,
And I
right, right.
do think that because I'm a man, there's just organic things that come up that a lot of my girlfriends and my sisters and my mom have to check me on,
Right,
you know. And I have to be like, okay, where is that coming from?
right,
And I'm forgetting that, like, although I'm amongst the women, I'm a man
right,
too.
true, true,
And so
true,
there's just
true,
things
true, true,
organically that just
true,
happen to
true,
just come because it's just organic. It's
true, very
biology.
true, very
You know what I'm
true,
saying?
very true.
And so for you
Yeah,
at this moment to
yeah,
say that and admit it,
yeah,
it's just you are in this really, really beautiful journey right now in your life that I'm
yeah.
sure took a long time to get
Yeah,
to.
yeah. I think it's a continued journey.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know, it's
For
a
sure.
continued journey. But now I'm just like a little bit more aware because really, my goal in life, kind of like at the beginning of what I'm saying is a conceptualist is like constantly finding ways to bridge the gap, right? Like constantly
Mm-hmm.
find ways to build community, but not only community, but like be an asset to humanity,
Yeah.
right? You know what I mean? It's not about really like what the world has taught us is about individualism. It's about humanity.
It's about humanity for
Yeah,
sure.
you
For
know.
sure.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that's really it.
I was just talking about community in another episode
Yeah.
with our boy Pages.
Sheesh.
You know.
Cold dude.
So segueing really quick, I have a web series. We've talked about my web series
Yeah,
before.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So preference, and I am really, really, really excited about the future for it because there's a lot of intention going into it. But in one clip in this first season, one of the characters, Ryan, is going through like it's going through a really bad breakup, and he is faced with homelessness now, and so but he ends up living with my character, who is a gay
Okay,
black
okay,
man,
okay,
and so he's going back to get the rest of his things,
okay.
right? And the way that we wrote it was very much so let the music speak for itself, right? Because I feel like music plays so much deeper than what a lot of people realize it
True,
does.
true,
And
true.
so there is a clip where we just let the music play, and it told the story. So I'm gonna show it to you
Oh
real
yeah,
quick,
let's do
okay?
it. Let's do it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's do it.
Times are wasting, and I'm thinking of you all day. Can't keep my mind above you. Damn, why you gotta be so far away? I'm going crazy, 'cause I need you right here with me. Every day is such a struggle, 'cause you're not with me, baby. Yeah. Telephone, come pick me up when you get home. Telephone, come pick me up when you get home. I'll be there, right here, keep it light. I'll be waiting anywhere where you want me to be.
Interesting.
That was my homegirl Nina, by the way. Shout out to Nina. She carried that entire song.
That's dope. Wow.
And she's African as well.
Yeah.
And it's just that moment showed me that music can literally do what dialogue cannot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let me ask you something. Like,
sir.
is there a song or an artist or an instrument that has led you in a way, or like help you express something you couldn't express in a dialogue way? Like, has there ever just been a time where you're on the keys just playing?
Yeah. Piano. I think for me, piano. Yeah,
I just guessed the keys too. By
Yeah,
the way.
you did.
Okay,
I
okay.
think piano just helps me to convey a lot of my emotions, especially when, you know what I mean, I have no words to express it, you know. And just watching that clip, you know, of course, it helped to express the emotion or what, you know, just the different things that we're going through, you know, at that time. So yeah. That's piano's it. Piano's it for me. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
okay,
bro.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I wish I could play a goddamn instrument.
You still got time, man.
I do. You know
yeah.
what? The instrument I'm trying to get into, and I have the supplies and everything for it, and I'm going to do it, is tap dancing.
Oh, really?
But I'm about to be Bojangles on people in the next couple of
you gotta
years,
do it,
okay?
man.
I'm about to be
No, for
the
real,
Nicholas
like,
brothers
no,
up
no,
in
no,
here.
no, for real.
I
You
love it. And when I first started getting into tap dancing, a lot of people said, "Have you done this before?" And I said, "No, I don't think I have." Right? And I moved up from beginner to intermediate really quickly,
super quick. Wow.
And because they say you just get it, and they said, "Well," I thought about it. I was like, "How do I explain this?" I think about, again, tap as the ad lib to music, because it's just how can you follow the sound? How can you follow the rhythm? Like, what are you following? So you're literally on your own,
right.
and just making sure that you're just amplifying whatever it is that you got.
True. I like that.
And so tap, man, I that's one thing. I went down a rabbit hole of just looking back at people, you know, who were infamous tap dancers, and I'm very I'm very deep about wanting to go into that instrument. That would be like my first one I already started. I got the shoes and everything.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nah, you should. I think, you know what I mean, it's an art form that it still has more to discover. You know what I mean? Of course, there's a lot of roots behind it, but I feel like it's an art form that still has to be discovered because it's important. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's important. That's dope.
It's
man.
healing. It's all the things. It's all the things.
Our feet are powerful, bro.
Listen.
Yeah, our feet are powerful.
You know, stomp. Everybody say stomp. I'm just playing. I did that reference to Kurt Franklin help at all?
Oh my God.
Was that bad?
Kurt. Yeah, that's a good one.
Listen to stomp.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was a whole wave too. How Kurt Franklin turned gospel into hip hop.
I will never forget that.
What the hell?
That changed everything.
That changed everything.
Everything.
That changed everything.
I remember this, you know, quick story. I remember that album. I think it was the New Revolution. I can't remember that album. It's a great album, by the way. That was his second album, I believe.
Yes. I think it was called Revolution. It was named after the single.
Yes.
Fire. Yeah.
I remember that. You know, what I mean, that was the Revolution was on the radio and everything. This is like in the late 90s.
They were playing it on stations that you
did not
hip
think.
hop was. Yes.
And I remember in church, of course, everything goes back to church, right?
Listen.
I go into church, and I remember one pastor went up. He's like, "We don't need none of that heathen music in our church." And mind you, this is a gospel song.
It's a gospel song.
It just transcended over into like the secular world, which is super powerful.
It was wow. Like, and it first of all, it was already happening. He just so happened to have the recipe at that point in time to bring it to life.
That's so true.
People been,
You
know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And so, but the thing is that it doesn't appear that way because of the way that he brought it to light. It's just like, well, it came from somewhere because he was inspired by somebody.
Yes, true.
So I think that is just such a beautiful thing to have to live through and witness in our lives, like
Yeah,
seeing the way that gospel
yeah,
turned
yeah,
into.
yeah,
Now you
yeah.
got all these artists who are being recognized and able to.
Yeah.
He's a pioneer.
Yeah, no.
Shout out to
down.
Kirk Franklin.
Yeah, it's
He's
true.
a whole pioneer.
It's true. It's true.
So we're gonna switch gears.
Okay, go ahead.
We're gonna play a game I call
Okay.
Play Pause.
Play pause. Okay, play pause. All right, cool.
Here's how it works.
Okay.
There are scenarios in this box.
Okay.
We're gonna both pick one.
Okay.
And then we have to use our paddles.
Okay.
That were made by a good friend of mine,
Okay.
Destiny. Pick yours up.
Okay.
And you either play as in like you agree with this scenario, like it's cool,
Oh,
or pause
it.
like
Okay.
that's sus.
That's
Okay.
word.
Okay. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do
Okay.
that. Okay. Any questions?
Yo, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's
So I
go.
pick one, you pick one, and,
Okay.
you'll
all
say
right,
yours first.
All right. Okay.
Okay, read it out loud so everybody can hear you. You know, people are listening.
Okay. Whew. Is this really what it says?
What does it say? You want me to read it?
Skinny dipping at the beach?
Yes. Skinny dipping at the beach. Are you playing or pausing that? I'm giving play. Okay.
Depends on man. Yeah.
Okay, you
yeah.
down.
We could do that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I feel like there's such a weird concept around being naked at the beach. And I'm just like.
that's true. Nah, yeah.
What
Depends
is- I
on what
mean-
beach it is, though.
Oh, okay, so there's certain beach. There are nude beaches specifically.
Yeah, depends
but
on what beach. So
okay.
I don't want to go halfway. I'm just gonna be like, yo.
You already put play, nigga. You just keep that shit play. All right, cool. Yeah, we're gonna normalize skinny dipping at the at the damn beach in a comfortable way.
In a comfortable,
Yeah.
because some beaches is like, whoa, okay.
Okay, so this next one is a man singing along to Beyonce lyrics word for word out loud. What?
He said play.
I'm playing that. Who run the world, girls?
Nah, I'm gonna play that. Nah,
What?
That's true.
I feel like falling in love.
Beyonce's cold. Beyonce's cold.
Bruh,
The Beyonce's
everybody
cold.
respects Beyonce.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Myself
saying?
and I, that's like one of my top songs.
Ooh.
On the low, like, yeah.
Okay, so is Dangerously in Love your favorite album?
Yo, to be honest, like, you know what I mean? Don't go down that road with me right now because I'm not super educated.
Okay.
I don't want the Beehive to come for
I
me.
thought you was about to shock me for a minute and be like, nah, what you mean? It's about Beyonce the album. I'm like, oh, you know more about B than I thought.
Nah,
So there is a thing. So there is a thing where there are. So as a hetero man, you respect Beyonce because you're also a musician too. So you respect Beyonce as a man because of.
Many ways. You know
Okay,
what I mean?
okay.
She's an amazing musician.
Yes.
She has a worth ethic that is ridiculous.
Inspiring.
What else? She's building an empire and a framework for just women going forward.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And
Women have a voice today like no other.
yeah.
Beyonce has
and she's
really.
like, if she ran for president, it would be a wrap.
People say that. And I think she's scared of taking
Of
that
course,
on.
yeah, because politics.
'Cause
and all that
politics.
foolishness. Yeah, but what I'm saying is that she's the voice
That's
for
the
a culture.
type of exactly.
That's really what it is.
And I'm just gonna end on this because that's the type of representation that makes you feel like, well, we got the most popular artist living today. As a representation of blackness.
Yo, hands down. And I don't want to continue on to change him, but what she just recently did, like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
with
Cowboy
just,
Carter.
you understand, like, country
play,
music
play.
is black.
Country music has been black, and apparently what she's doing with this era of music over the Renaissance era, or generally, she's going back to the songs that were originated by black artists. So apparently, the next venture after Cowboy Carter is rock music.
Oh wow,
I was like, we was in rock before.
That's beautiful.
No,
we were. Yeah, we were.
I'm
Yo,
like,
what?
bro, I'm telling you, educate me.
No. Hands down. We are the founders of sound, yo. It came from the motherland. Like, our rhythm is what, like, no, yes.
Wow.
We are the founders of sound.
I'm not gonna argue with you.
No,
I want her to rock out. So we can know what's going on. Okay, pick up another one.
Okay, cool. You picked one?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, man, you quick, man. Talking, okay.
Say it out loud.
Talking over the aux and playing house music before the sun. What? I gotta before the
With
sun.
your glasses.
No,
What is
I
it?
just need to read handwriting better.
Oh, let me see.
I'm
Let me see. Talking over the aux and playing house music before the sun goes down. So basically,
Oh,
enjoying
got you.
talking
I feel-
over the aux, playing house music. Do you know what house music is?
Of course, I know house
Okay,
music.
okay. How you feel about house music?
I love house music.
Okay, I'm gonna pause on that. 'Cause
Whoa!
do not
Do not talk over
interrupt.
those.
Do
Oh,
not
okay.
interrupt house
Yeah.
music.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know what I'm
That's
saying?
true. That's a good point.
I
Don't talk over it.
Don't talk over
Don't
it.
talk over
That's
any
how I
music.
respect house music that much, and I'm just now
Really?
getting into it, to be honest.
Oh no, you gotta. Yeah, man.
There's this actual really good playlist on Spotify called "House Music is Black Music."
No, it's always been black music.
I play that shit when I
No,
work.
yo,
Everything.
Stephon.
How?
Let me
Yeah,
let me
scoop-
reiterate
yep.
what I just told you
Yeah,
before. We
yes.
are the rhythm of sound and music. Period.
Everything, everywhere. Yeah.
If anybody asks you who originated, we did. Don't
Yep.
even argue with
question.
them.
Yep.
No, no.
I'm giving that.
EDM is really no electronic music is from like no.
Damn.
Yeah, you go ahead. We're not gonna keep going. Yeah.
Okay, so this is a little okay.
Okay.
Dancing with another guy at a party strictly for the rhythm.
For the rhythm, you. For the for the
We all
you know what I
mine
mean?
is. I
No.
don't care what
So
kind of guy you are.
if we're
I'm playing with
doing
you.
if we're doing like the electric slide,
Oh. Okay, yeah. Uh-huh.
even why you
The way
face like
that you
that?
flip that though.
Why you face like that?
The way you flip
Yeah,
that
but
though.
that's my perspective.
That is
Can
your
you-
perspective.
Like, I respect your perspective.
I get yours too.
I respect your perspective.
I do get yours
If
too.
we do an electric slide-
I do get yours too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. If you doing the wobble, you feel me? Everybody got to be in rhythm doing that together. And if you're a man stand next to me, cool. You know,
Yeah.
that was a good woo. Come on, Lawford.
Yeah.
Come on, Lawford. The way you skipped out of that one.
I didn't skip out of anything. That's the question.
That was so good.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I think we got time for one more.
Okay,
one
cool,
more,
cool,
because this is the last
cool,
one.
cool,
Let's
cool,
pick up
cool.
one more. This is fun. Okay, let's see. You go first.
Okay, playing slow jams while you clean like you in a music video. Oh yeah. That's a good one. My bad for whoever wrote this before. Like your handwriting is amazing.
Is that what it says?
Yeah, playing slow jams while you clean like you in a music video.
Okay.
Yeah.
I definitely, I'll play on that because I definitely love listening to music when I'm cleaning.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. Did you learn choreography like watching music videos? I know that was kind of strict for me, but did you watch the music videos and like pick up on choreography, Mr. Joseph?
Maybe, but all I do is
Well, I mean, Casey and JoJo.
Not Casey and
JoJo, but they weren't.
Nah,
doing choreography.
the only dance I would do is I would do it, man. I'm not a choreographer like Fiend.
Let me find out. Let me a fly on the wall, and see your
Oh
ass.
my gosh,
Two-step
I'm turning into this side right now.
There is no side. You making up your own
I
rules.
invented it. I'm the first one to do that. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Oh.
You didn't pick up one,
Sorry.
man.
Getting emotional when a song reminds you of someone. You got an X out there.
Do I get emotional with?
Do I get emotional? I don't. I mean, okay, pause for you. If it's like I gotta turn it off because it reminds me of something, yeah,
Really?
that's an emotion.
Okay. No.
I don't be crying,
I
but
don't
like if
think
I'm like, that reminds me of memory off.
Yeah. I'm
But
sorry.
for you used to.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
There's no song that really. Yeah.
Okay. There's no song that you can ever associate with a relationship that you ever had.
Yeah, but wouldn't it?
But it doesn't turn you off from it.
Nah.
That might be. I can't even say it's some man shit.
Yo, it's a Lawford thing. It's not really. It's a Lawford thing.
Hey, I'm a man, damn it. But no, okay, that's interesting. Okay, but has there?
I'm listening.
Okay, but has there been someone
That what?
that you've dedicated songs to, or like had those songs that?
Man, maybe when I was
connected
younger, but I don't think that it got me to a point where I was like, oh,
those? Okay.
I'm like a teardrop. Nah.
Okay. Any emotion though, it don't gotta be crying. it could be make you
Maybe
feel
I'll think
good.
about it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Like, you
Well,
didn't
that's
play-
different. That's different. Like,
That's
no,
what
no,
I'm
no,
talking about,
no,
fool.
no, no, no,
I-
no. That's
I went
different. I
from-
think. Oh, okay. I thought it was like.
It don't gotta be like it's an emotion, right?
Any
It's
emotion.
It's an emotion
Oh, okay.
that made you feel emotional. Yeah, I've taken it as any emotion. Yeah, getting emotional. Emotional does not have to be crying. It could mean happy.
Oh, happy.
It could
Okay.
be rejoice.
Oh yeah,
it
that's
could
true.
be
That's
joyful.
true. It's all context. We'll see. Right? Yeah, we'll
the
use
way
it.
you switched up that other one is the way I switched this one up.
That's
Okay,
a good
we could both play tag teaming on that.
Yeah, of course. Now, then I will play that. Yes,
Okay,
yes.
what
yes,
song
yes.
was it?
Oh no, don't do that now.
Oh, my
don't
God.
do that now.
What is that,
oh,
sacred?
Man, no. I don't think it's sacred.
Okay.
You know what I mean? There's go-to songs that convey emotion.
Yeah.
You know, there's a
So
lot of.
what do you play when you're happy?
Oh my. Okay, when I play when I'm happy.
Yep.
Man, house music or even I'm a piano right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I play a lot of that.
Fire.
Yeah,
What do you
continue.
play when you are mourning or sad?
Morning.
Yeah.
That's a good one. What do I play on morning? A lot of gospel, man.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. A lot of classical music. I listen to a lot of classical music too as well. Yeah.
I
yeah.
can see how classic can get you. Yeah, Bridget.
yeah.
Okay. Having sex.
Man,
Is there music playing?
of course R&B, like old school R&B,
Okay.
jazz. Yeah.
Is it? It's not fast jazz.
You're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. It don't really matter.
It's
You trying to
what
get
you
to my
mean? It does matter.
I just said it what it was. It's fast R&B too, bro.
Oh, it's fast. Or there is fast R&B too. Not trying to speed up the process. Like, what's the fast R&B song that you fuck to? I'm like,
God.
what would that be? There are like, do you like? Would you fuck to the thong song by Cisco? Like, I like when the booty go dun dun. I would actually. There's nothing wrong with that. The context is there.
You're wild, bro. You're wild, man.
The context is there.
I'll say like this, man. Yo, man, music always conveys an emotion. You know what I mean? Good, bad, ugly, whatever it may be. You know what I mean? Different and different. You know what I mean? Things can go down in any song. Even some crazy songs, it could go down.
They can go down regardless. Okay.
yeah.
See,
To
this
each
is
his own.
with
To each his
y'all
own.
ladies. Okay. This is Lawford Campbell.
Oh my gosh,
Okay.
man.
You know, I think that is enough said. I'm not gonna go
wow,
no
wiping my
further
eyes, yo.
or closer.
Don't let me say cut the tape, bro.
And
Like,
look
the
at
infamous cut the tape.
he's all blushing right now, y'all.
Nah, my
Look
face
at
is
this.
not red.
Look at
My
this.
face is
Yeah,
not
black
red.
people don't blush, but you know
Yeah,
what
my
I'm
face is
saying.
not
Lawford, this was so much fun.
No problem, man.
Like seriously, I really do
Yeah,
appreciate
yeah,
you
yeah,
coming
yeah,
to the
yeah,
crib,
yeah,
man,
yeah,
getting
yeah,
comfortable,
yeah.
and we do this. Like
That's
I
very
love
true.
bringing people to
That's
the
very
couch.
true.
That I do this when we meet up outside the
Yeah,
house. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So it means the world that you came to offer perspective.
Yeah.
And we have to do this again.
Of course, man.
I love talking music with you.
Yeah,
There's something
yeah,
about
yeah,
that
yeah,
connection that like
yeah. I feel like I'm here, man. I think it's power in conversations, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm learning from you every time. You know what I mean? We talked about that many times too. Like it's just learning perspectives, learning about life.
yeah.
You know, we're not an island, bro.
No, we are not
Yeah, I
island.
mean, we're
So
not.
thanks for seeing me, island brother.
Hey, that's a great one.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
a great, yeah,
Thanks
yeah.
for
Hell
seeing
yeah.
me. That's
No,
why you're on
hands
this
down.
couch.
No, I think, you know what I mean?
There's nothing
Nothing.
toxic about you.
Man, I appreciate that. Nah, man, of course, I see you in all of who you are, man.
Thanks,
you know what I mean?
man.
Like, you're a beautiful individual, and I think, continue to do what you're doing going forward. You know what I mean? As you said, we're just bridging the gap. We're educating each other, and we're just making our world a better place.
Right.
In the chaos. In the chaos.
In the chaos, brother.
You know what I mean? Under one roof.
Under one roof. And we out. You better take the line.